I'd like to just start off by saying hi. My name's Nathan Spooner, and I've got my colleague here, John Hurst, both working remotely because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But we're basically placement students here at PL Projects currently, and we're just going to run through a couple of questions which have been frequently asked to us to explain our experiences of working for PL Projects, which is an SME project management office consultancy based in West Yorkshire. By our course director at Leeds Beckett University, Mark Lorillard. Mark Lorillard has a good relationship, or the uni and the company really have a good relationship with each other. This is partly based on Mike Bates. Mike Bates was fundamental in setting up the Bachelor of Science degree at Leeds Beckett University for project management, which is still only one of two, I believe, in the country which offers the course as a Bachelor of Science degree. So when I realised this, it felt like the obvious option to go for as a placement, because having a lecturer who knows all the theory side combined with the actuals of the project management profession is going to be hugely important in boosting my career and taking that next step to actually understand what is required to succeed in this industry.
Working with a consultancy, you can be placed anywhere within the UK, a different city, or maybe even abroad, in Ireland or something like that, or perhaps somewhere else. And so you go to where the project is required. And so obviously I can easily see that being a problem for a lot of people, especially with people with maybe young children, or who plan to have young children, or have got strong family ties, or something else keeping them around their local area. But for me, or for other people who don't have many ties, and can easily move about and enjoy moving about and enjoy new things, it's such a great experience. I really welcome the idea of being able to go down to London, and there's lots of ways that it's covered for. It's not. It can interrupt it in certain ways, but for example, you if you were on a London contract and we all live up north, you'd be staying in a hotel 4 nights a week and then probably working from home on the Friday or something like that. So it's 4 nights a week you get away, but then you get you come back home for the third one. So it's much more chilled in that sense.
So working for a consultancy, you've got to make mention to it. This isn't for everybody. Some people like going to the same seat in the same office for every day of the week, so they sat next to the same person. This is slightly different. It depends on the scenario you're in. So some of the clients which PL Projects are currently working with, they've been long-term clients, so they've been there for multiple years now. But other clients, like I experienced, was only a couple of weeks. So you're constantly meeting new people. So you've got to make note that unless you're happy of seeing new people and making new relationships on a regular basis, this might not be the option for you. But because of meeting all these different people, I've been able to learn huge amounts of knowledge. And these aren't just people at the earlier stage of their career like myself. These are people who have 30, 40 years of experience. And this has caused me to learn so much within this single year. And I think that can be seen throughout everyone at PL Projects, because they are bouncing off each other's knowledge, experience from an internal perspective as well as an external perspective. So they're bringing all this extra knowledge into the organisation, which is then being shared, which is also a huge benefit of working for an SME. So the SME, it stands for Small Medium Enterprise. So with being an SME, it has enabled me to learn off not just the people at the lower end of the company. That's not what the company's about. I've also been able to learn from people who've had 30 years experience, like Mike Bates, Rob Watson and Andy Pochin, but also people like Luke, Brett, which made me learn so much within the year, much more than I could ever have thought I would.